Horror movies are notorious for criticism and heavy censorship, but which horror movies have proven too much for audiences? Welcome to my channel, my name is Em, aka Horror, and in today's video I will be going over 10 more horror movies that have been banned.
Your lemon spears taste like ass.
Before I get into the video, I just want to put out a trigger warning. This video contains mature themes and mentions SA, animal cruelty and themes of racism, which may affect some individuals. If these themes are likely to cause you upset, please rethink before going forward. If this is the case, you may find another one of my top 10 videos more suitable, and I hope to catch you in my upcoming videos. Possession, 1981. A psychological horror, Possession follows a divorced couple and their experience with doppelgangers. The movie has themes some would find distressing, including mentions of miscarriage and the act of unaliving. There is plenty of blood and murder, which adds to the movie's violent nature. The movie made it to the UK's banned list, however it was eventually released years after in 2000. The initial reception was mixed and it was not received as one of the better movies of its time. However, it has since gathered a cult following which has brought new life to the movie. Land of the Dead, 2005. Set years after a zombie apocalypse, the movie displays some scenes which would be seen as gory and disturbing due to people being eaten alive. For Ukraine, this proved too much as it was banned as there were concerns about scenes of cannibalism which could have caused deep upset due to the events of Holodomor. Also known as the Ukrainian famine, Holodomor occurred in the 1930s and resulted in mass starvation, which saw the deaths of many Ukrainians and was followed by cannibalism. With fears that the movie would be seen as insensitive to the historical trauma, Ukraine put the mental health of its population first and banned the movie due to this, rather than the violence shown. The Devils, 1971. Sometimes a great cast does not guarantee that a movie will be received well. This was certainly the case with The Devils. The movie follows a religious setting with a priest being accused of witchcraft. It also depicts sexually frustrated and repressed nuns who become overly sexual with their actions. Due to this, the movie was not at all received well by those in the religious field, and it was condemned by the Vatican. It received negative criticism due to its overly sexualized content, which was deemed outrageous and pornographic. This led to the movie being heavily censored. Warner Brothers made 2 big cuts before submitting the movie to the BBFC, which removed 2 scenes which included self-pleasure and the sexual defilement of the statue of Christ. Although there were cuts made to the British version, the movie was still released under an 18 certificate. However, this did not mean that the movie was fully welcomed in the UK, as 17 local councils across Britain banned the movie. The Devils is known as one of the most controversial movies of all time and has certainly left its mark in cinematic history. Freaks, 1932. Whilst it has been debated that the movie does not follow in usual horror genre manner, Freaks was banned in the UK for 31 years due to its themes. Set in a circus, the movie follows a group of performers who are classed as outsiders and freaks due to their appearance, especially by one of the performers' wives who is classed as normal looking. There are certainly some disturbing scenes with violence and body mutilation. However, it is the movie's interpretation of the Great Depression, which was happening when the movie released, that caused great conflict. Critics compared the movie and characters with the class separation that was being experienced through this time, writing that the movie was asking a Depression audience to identify with sideshow mutations and underclass. The movie was ultimately banned in the UK due to alarming content and its display of physical disability, which was deemed to be too explicit. In 1963, Freaks ban was lifted after numerous attempts. It has since gone on to inspire numerous projects, including the 4th season of American Horror Story with Freak Show. Nekromantik, 1987. Nekromantik is heavily based on the theme of necrophilia and a couple who share sick fantasies surrounding this. It is easily a stomach-turning story, with some scenes being truly disturbing. There is also a scene with animal abuse, which adds to the questionable choices made in the movie. While there was some positivity towards the movie and its message, it is to no surprise that this movie has been banned in numerous countries. Germany temporarily banned the sale of the film, but not until there was controversy over the movie's sequel. Australia, New Zealand, the UK and Finland made bans to the movie, however these have since been lifted. The film remains banned in Iceland, Malaysia, Singapore, the provinces of Nova Scotia and also in Ontario. Mother's Day, 1980. This is another SA revenge slasher that has been banned, following in suit from movies such as I Spit on Your Grave. It follows 3 women who are kidnapped by a sadistic family. One of the women is tortured and brutally essayed, but the 3 manage to escape. However, the woman dies from her injuries, leading her friends to seek revenge on the family. The movie's main criticism was for its depiction of violence towards women, which drowned out any talent or dark humour in the movie. It was described as graphic, vile and backwards. The UK rejected the film when it was released due to its themes. However, in the mid-2000s it started to be shown on television and was eventually unbanned for home media in 2015. Australia released the movie uncut at its release. However, they later banned the movie after reviewing it 5 years later. Evilspeak, 1981. The biggest controversy surrounding Evilspeak was its satanic themes. When a student at a military academy finds a book on black magic, strange things begin to happen, which leads to gruesome deaths with plenty of gore. However, due to its satanic rituals and the gore shown, the UK banned the movie as a part of the Video Recordings Act. However, it was released in 1987 with over 3 minutes cut from the film. It wasn't until 2004 that the movie was released uncut in the UK. The Bunny Game, 2011. For a low-budget movie, The Bunny Game gained great recognition, winning many awards. However, with big recognition comes the chance of negative reception as well. The Bunny Game follows a prostitute who is kidnapped, physically and mentally abused, and subjected to SA. The movie has been described as one of the most disturbing films of all time and has also received some negative comments, some stating it is not a movie experience worth having. In the UK, movie certifications are known to be tough, and due to this, the movie was not passed for release in the UK because of its graphic nature of SA and physical abuse. Hate Crime, 2012. A movie which is full of hard subject matters, it is to no surprise that this film was banned in the UK. A Jewish family's home is broken into by neo-Nazis who subject the family to torture, SA, incest and other horrific acts. The UK refused to certify the movie due to the themes and the racist nature, which would go against the BBFC's guidelines and would risk potential harm which the board deemed to be unacceptable. The director, James Cullen-Bressak, was honoured by this ban and enjoyed the fact that his mind was too twisted for the UK. Faces of Death, 1978. Presented as a documentary, Faces of Death has been recognised as a deeply disturbing movie which has been banned in numerous countries. It's claimed to have been banned in 46 countries, however there is some doubt over this. The movie displays what some would describe as sickening scenes of death, some of which referring to the Holocaust and Nazi behaviour. Its aim was to show the multiple faces of death, how people die and the different reasons for why people kill. It also has scenes of animal cruelty. Naturally, these scenes depicted extremely distressing situations such as unaliving and murder. Although the deaths were acted out and not actual footage of people dying, the film proved to be too much for many. In the UK, the movie faced prosecution and was added to the Video Nasties list. It was also deemed to go against the Obscene Publications Act. In 2003, the movie was released on DVD in the UK. However, for this to happen, over 2 minutes of cuts were made, which included some scenes of animal cruelty. Alongside the UK, Australia and New Zealand also banned the film, and Germany made heavy cuts for it to be distributed. The reception of Faces of Death was, as expected, very poor and was tagged as crude, tasteless exploitation footage. So as always, what do you guys think? Are there any other banned horror movies that you know of? Let me know down in the comments section. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and switch on that notifications button, as I will be uploading more content like this. This is an AI-free channel and I do everything on my own, so any support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out my other content here. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.